Should you change when moving to Italy? It's a big question, isn't it? And it's one that I've been thinking about recently, especially on the back of a recent comment that I read on one of my videos from somebody who was really opposed to the idea of change, so much so that they didn't think they needed to or had to change when living here in Italy. Now, I've got to be honest with you, change for me has actually been more of a best friend than an enemy. It's something that I spoke about in a video a couple of years ago. I'll link it up here, where I shared just what Italy has taught me about change. But it's something that has enabled me to improve and develop and grow so much. I came to Italy back in 2018, a very different woman to who is sitting here right now talking to you. And I credit change for that transformation. Change is often viewed in a really, really negative sense. People focus on the unknown when they think of change. They focus on the unanswered questions. They focus on the risks. They focus on the sense of discomfort and unease that change is often associated with. But amongst all of that you will undoubtedly encounter when you go through a period of change, there are many, many positive benefits to change in terms of growth, evolution, and just learning so much more about yourself and life in general. I really believe change is a natural consequence of any big life decision. And so moving to Italy, in my mind, is a very, very big life decision. And so you can expect that at least some aspect of yourself or your life is going to change as a result. And that's not a bad thing at all. What is it that a famous expression says? Like, if you do what you've always done, you'll always have what you've always got. You know, if you want to move to Italy, you want to make this decision for a reason. There's a change you want to make in your life. Maybe it's a change of pace, a change of lifestyle, the ability to rediscover yourself, your joy, whatever it may be. There is something that is missing in your life that you want to discover here in Italy. There is a reason why people come here. I think everybody has their own personal reasons for doing so. And as a result, if you plan to move here, you have to expect that your life is going to look a little bit different to what you're used to. I honestly think sometimes people get stuck in a rut. Their life and their personality and their character stays the same for many, 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 many years because for them, they feel comfortable in that way. But I like to shake things up a bit. I think if you live your life the same forever and ever and ever, it's not really living. It's boring. You need to do things differently. You need to open your mind to different ways of thinking, different ways of life, different ways of doing things, different mentalities and mindsets in order to really develop as a person. I've learned so much living here in Italy to the point where I even started a podcast based on all the lessons that I've learned, lessons from the boot. I'll link it up here if you want to go and have a listen to it. But this is it. Take the lessons and help them to shape you and make you a better individual. Now, change is something that anything in life can be taken to the extreme. You can change yourself so much that you don't even recognize who you are when you look at yourself in the mirror. This, unfortunately, can be the negative side of change. You must know everything is a balance. Change does not mean you have to lose your identity. It doesn't mean that you have to lose your core values and beliefs, but it means that maybe you refine what it is that you believe in, or you allow new beliefs into your life to join the existing ones that you have. You refine yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to lose yourself. This is a lesson that I had to learn because I really took integration into Italian life to the extreme a few years ago, to the point where I didn't even want to talk about my British roots anymore. But now I'm very much firmly in the middle, where I've allowed Italy to shape me, but I'm very proud of my origin and the country that I'm from. And I don't try to hide my British roots anymore. It's this, isn't it? Change can be your biggest enemy or your best friend. Everything is all in how you perceive it. Life is how you perceive it. Change is how you perceive it. And I hope that I can encourage you somewhat in this video to view change through a different lens. People who don't want to change often have the most difficult experiences living here in Italy, or often have very limited experiences. Because I'm not saying that if you don't change, your life here will be an absolute nightmare. You might be lucky and actually have a wonderful time to the point where you're like, who needs to change? But unfortunately, the same can't be said for everyone. Italy is a very multifaceted country. Every different city, town, region provides different experiences. And unfortunately, in not every town or city makes it easy for you to adjust to if you aren't willing to change. You've got to put the work in. And change, you see, I think can bring with it many, many rewards and benefits on the back of it that can enhance your time living here in this country. And I think, the next time that you're faced with the decision as to whether or not you should change from moving to Italy, I almost want to say yes, embrace it, accept it. Change is this. And I think, if you're afraid of change, it's usually because you've got something else associated with that going on within yourself that you need to figure out what it is that is holding you back from embracing what I honestly think is one of the most positive aspects of this entire experience. Embrace change. Allow change to sweep you up, take you off your feet, and help you to discover a brand new side to this country and a brand new side to yourself. If you move here and you live your life in exactly the same way, I really think that you're missing out on something, and that saddens me because Italy can teach you so much if you let it. I will see you in the next video.